Are you tired of feeling clueless or overwhelmed about money? Are you there wondering, what on earth did I learn at school about finances? Do you ever wonder, what did they really prepare us about real life money matters? Hi, I'm Priscilla from Savvy Spendy Saver, where I teach millennials how to balance saving and spending money. What I remember of finances while I was in college or sixth form here in the UK is one of the projects was about, or one of the modules rather, it was a business module, and we had to create a profit and loss account, create a balance sheet, and as part of that module we had to run a business. That was the much that we learned when it came to finances. Moving on to university, there was nothing about anything to do with finances. All I remember is that Freshers Week, we had several banks who came and they were helping you open accounts, and they also gave you an overdraft. And for me, I think that is a red flag already, because what do you know about overdraft? I think as a young person at that point, you're just happy to have any money coming in, not considering the repercussions years down the line. So let's get into the money lessons that we did not learn at school. Lesson number 1 is financial literacy. You need financial literacy to be able to make good money management decisions. Your money is a reflection of the decisions that you have made. Your money is a reflection of the financial choices that you have made. And when you look at your financial choices, were they based on financial literacy? When you look at your finances, would you say that it is based on sound decisions, or did you make financial decisions through guesswork because you didn't know? Or also with financial literacy, you are able to spot red flags. You can spot a scam a mile away. You can spot get-rich-quick schemes. So financial literacy plays a significant part in all our money-making decisions. Financial literacy plays a part in our money management decisions, whether it's saving money, budgeting, investing. That is based on the knowledge from financial literacy. Lesson number 2, compound interest. This is something that you need to take advantage of, especially if you're a young person. Compound interest is gonna pay you in the long run when you start off early. And this doesn't mean that you need to find thousands of dollars or pounds to start investing. Start small, start from where you were, and as you grow and you see the results, you will start investing more. And don't think that you're too young either to start investing. Start investing young when you have less responsibilities, maybe of a mortgage, a family, or other financial commitments. You are on the right track now if you have less financial responsibilities. Put that money to work and you will see how compound interest is going to work in your favor. Lesson number 3, live within your means. Your expenses cannot exceed your income. You need to live within what you can afford. And this doesn't mean that if you're earning £500, you spend the whole £500 and you think that that means living within your means. No, put aside some money for investing, put aside some money for savings, put aside money for an emergency fund. Make use of the little money that you've got, whether it's £100, £500. Live within your means and don't overstretch yourself because you want to keep up with the Joneses, so you find yourself in debt or getting into an overdraft. Living within your means is not something that you become good at because now you're earning more money. No, start from where you were. Even if it's £100, £500, start managing what you've got right now. It is a habit that will pay off even when you're making more money. Lesson 4, emergency fund. It is not a case of, will I ever have an emergency? It is a case of, when the emergency happens, do I have it covered? Or will I start running around, borrowing money from friends, from families, and even worst case scenario, getting a loan to cover the emergency? Start putting money aside on a monthly basis for emergencies. We don't know when these emergencies will come, but we want to be proactive and we want to be prepared for when they do happen. When you have savings from an emergency fund, it's not going to feel like a big deal when the emergency occurs because you've got it covered. Lesson 6, investing in yourself. There's a quote by Warren Buffett I want to start with. The best investment you can make is an investment in yourself. The more you learn, the more you earn. So if you're in a career and you want to advance, maybe you do a skills analysis, know where your strengths lie as well as your weaknesses. With that, look at, how do you address your weaknesses? Do I need to go on a training? Do I need to go on a course? And will that make a difference to my earning potential? The other investment you can make in yourself is your physical and mental health. Look at what is causing you. Look at the causes of what is weighing you down mentally. Can you eliminate this? Do you need to go to therapy? Do you need to read books about something in particular so you can have a breakthrough in that particular area? Physically, how do you feel? Do you feel you want to adopt a healthier lifestyle? Do you feel like when you walk up and down those stairs or you run a short distance, do you feel out of breath? You know what exactly you need to do to start your physical health journey. And learning is, investing in yourself is the work of a lifetime. Well, staying ignorant is not the answer. We have so much information at our fingertips that we cannot afford to stay ignorant. We can do something about it. Lesson number 7, plan your retirement. If you're young, maybe you're thinking, wow, this is too early for me to start thinking about this. I'm not married, I don't have a family, I've not traveled around the world, I've not enjoyed life. Let me tell you, retirement is just around the corner. And for you, retirement may not be the standard age that the government gives everyone. You need to retire by this age. You may want to retire a bit earlier. You need to define for yourself, what does retirement look like for me? And what steps can I take to make sure that my retirement is going to be a comfortable one? Let me end by saying this. Your children, your family, the government is not a retirement plan. Moving on to point number 8. Practice delayed gratification. We live in a world where we want everything right now, instantly. That is how our appetites have been trained. That is how our appetites have been trained. That you want it right now. Our levels of impatience are like on another level. We want it right now. There's nothing like, back in the day, you could go to a shop and you would say, can you do a layaway for this? And I'll give you money bit by bit. And once I pay for it, then it will become mine. No, nowadays, there's so many options that we can get what we want, regardless of whether we can afford it or not. Delayed gratification is something that we need to develop. It is part of self-control. Just because it's trending, just because it's the latest, just because you want to look fashionable, it doesn't mean you have to have it right there and then. Train yourself to wait. You might even find that, oh, I'm no longer interested in that trend or whatever was popping at the time. The other thing is that we look at people who are successful and we think it happened overnight. No, it has taken them years. It's just that we're not privy to what happened behind the scenes. We do not see how hard they had to work, the late nights, the number of times they failed. Some of them, even to get to where they are, they even lost their relationships. Some of them got into debt. We are not privy to those things. So let us be realistic. There is nothing that is overnight success. It takes work. And also, let us practice delayed gratification. Maybe when you see something that you really, really like, give yourself 48 hours. Put the item in the basket. Yes, if you're shopping online, put it in your online basket. Leave it there for 48 hours and see how you feel. Do you really want it, or you can pass on that? Self-restraint is something that we need to practice. Lesson number 9. Automate your payments. Let's be real. We've all missed a payment because we forgot or we got the dates mixed up. Automate your payments so there's no guessing, there's no forgetting. You know that the bills are going to be paid whenever it's meant to go out. That is something you don't need to remember. That's something you don't need to put on your to-do list, and it's saving you time. The other thing that I say that you should automate is automate your savings. Treat them like a bill. Do not leave yourself to chance to say, yeah, I'm going to transfer this money. That time may come and you decide, I'm not going to save this month, or I'm going to save less and then I'll start again next month. No, train yourself to treat your savings like a bill, and you will be thankful later. Lesson 10, your credit score. Give your credit score the VIP treatment it deserves. Number 1, pay your bills on time. If you've got credit cards, stay well below the spending limit. Number 3, look for mistakes in your credit file. Look for anything that looks unusual. The sooner you catch it, the better it will be for you. Catching those mistakes earlier on gives you chances of correcting things. Also very important, do not take out loans on behalf of somebody else. You will ultimately be responsible for that loan, and neither co-sign on a loan, because if the person is unable to pay, it will be your responsibility to pay, and that will affect your credit score if you cannot keep up with the payments. Keeping up your credit score is for your own benefit, because in future, if you want to access mortgages or loans, that will be set at a lower interest. So give that credit score of yours a VIP treatment. Guard it. Be very, very careful with the financial decisions that you're making because they will affect your credit score. Lesson number 11, budgeting. This is a life skill that you need throughout your life. Budgeting is simply telling your money where to go instead of wondering where it has gone. I know that budgeting gets a negative connotation because it sounds like you're depriving yourself, like, you're not in control of your finances. That is further from the truth. Budgeting puts you in control of your money. You are the boss of your money. You take that seat as the chief financial officer of your money, and you're deciding, this is where my money will go. This is what I'm going to save it for. This is what I'm going to spend it on. Budgeting puts you in control of your money. Lesson number 11, practice gratitude. You know, we live in a time whereby we just want to get. We don't pause to sit down and reflect on what we've got. The house we've got, the family we've got, the health we've got, the just many things that we have that we don't take time to sit down and reflect. We're always chasing. Sometimes we've got a house, but we're like, no, I want to get more square footage. Is that what you really want? When you get more square footage, will that add on financial stress with you because now you're faced with a bigger mortgage? You want to upgrade your car. You're now wondering, am I going to be able to keep up with these payments for the car? I already have a mortgage. Does that mean I have to take a second job? Sometimes we just need to take a back seat and just look at what we have accomplished. Do we really need to keep chasing the money? And even sometimes you can look at your life and you say, you know what? I need to downsize this house because the financial stress I'm under is too much. I don't need these car payments. Maybe I just need to go and get a second-hand car, buy it off, and know that I will not be facing monthly payments. And the last lesson is giving back. We need to practice being givers instead of takers all the time. There are many ways we can give, whether it's your time or your money, but whatever you're giving, let it be tangible, something tangible that you're giving. You're not giving scraps, you're not giving of leftovers. Whatever you're giving, let it cost you. Some people can give £1,000 easily and they don't feel the effect. But have you really given? Was it better for you to give of your time? Because you know your time is more precious. Your time is going to cost you. So when you're giving back, let it cost you something. And that brings us to the end of the financial lessons that we were not taught at school. Let me know in the comments, what is it we did not learn at school? Until next time, bye for now.